felt like you were being watched, this is the story of the balcony stalker. Sarah loved her new apartment, especially the view from her 10th floor balcony. One quiet night, she stepped out to enjoy the twinkling city lights. Smiling, she snapped a quick selfie, nothing unusual. Just another night in the big city, or so she thought. Hours later, Sarah was scrolling through her camera roll, reliving the peaceful moment, but something caught her eye, making her heart skip a beat. In the far corner of the photo, barely visible, was a dark figure. It stood motionless, almost blending into the shadows. Sarah's hands trembled as she zoomed in on the image, her breath catching in her throat. What she saw next made her blood run cold. Glowing eyes stared directly at the camera, set in a twisted face that seemed to grin with malice. Sarah dropped her phone, a scream caught in her throat. How could this be? She was alone on the balcony, wasn't she? Panic rising, Sarah called the police. They arrived quickly, searching her apartment and the surrounding area. But they found nothing, no signs of forced entry, no mysterious figures lurking in the shadows. Sarah showed them the photo, her voice shaking as she explained what she'd seen. The officers were puzzled. They examined the timestamp on the photo, and that's when things took an even darker turn. According to the metadata, the figure wasn't there when Sarah took the picture. It had appeared sometime after, as if by magic or something far more sinister, as Sarah sat trembling on her couch. One of the officers gently suggested she stay with a friend for a few days, but Sarah couldn't shake the feeling that this was just the beginning. She kept replaying the moment in her mind, wondering how long the figure had been watching her. Days, weeks, and months. That night, as Sarah packed a bag with shaking hands, a chill ran down her spine. She glanced at her balcony door, now locked and curtained. But the fear lingered. What if the figure was still out there, waiting? What if it could appear and disappear at will? Sarah left her apartment that night. The image of those glowing eyes burned into her memory. She never returned to that balcony again. But sometimes, on quiet nights, she still feels like she's being watched. And she wonders, was the balcony stalker ever really gone? If this story gave you chills, you're not alone. The thought of being watched when we think we're alone is terrifying. But remember, sometimes the scariest things are the ones we can't explain. Stay safe out there, and always trust your instincts. If you want to hear more creepy tales like this one, stay tuned. You never know what might be lurking in the shadows just out of sight.